Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the mods for February 9th of 2021. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome to the mod review for February 9th of 2021. So, as always up on your screen, there is going to be a couple of timestamps to various categories such as tools or implements and vehicles and placeables up there. So feel free to jump ahead to that. Down below in the YouTube slider bar, you can jump to any mod if you're looking for one specific mod where I talk about it. You can go ahead and select that down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with the updates for today. So the first updates are going to be to new Bartelshagen for Fash, and this is by Atsev VR, and I apologize for my pronunciation. The second is going to be to Shop Search by Paint a Farm and Kim Brand. The next is to Fruits Adjustment by Red Fox Modding, and again, I don't read off the change logs, so feel free to pause the video to read those if it is a mod that you are interested in. And then continuing on from there, we have updates to the WBM Metrac H6 by White Bull Modding, an update to the New Holland T7 series by Blaua, an update to the Köckerling PB100 by M8E, and also an update to the Machine Shelter Small by Cave Modding. Continuing from there, we have three more updates. One to Razvet by Den Ben, another to Robert F2 1800 by ETA La Marchois. Then we also have an update to Old Lizard Car Trailer Pack by Austri and Castan 18. So those are our updates for today. Now, jumping into it, our first new mod for the day is the Better Helpers limit. This in multiplayer, the limit of helpers you can hire depends on the number of players online. This implies that if another farm hires helpers before yours, you won't be able to hire any helpers. With this mod, the limiter also takes into account which farm is hiring the helpers, so that each farm can always hire the same amount of them. So this is kind of an adjustment for multiplayer. So if you play a multiplayer, this might be something you're looking into. This is by Peasant of Modding. This is 27 kilobytes and is for PC and Mac players only. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the vehicles for today. All right, first up, we have this. This is the 4x4 farm trailer. This is by Farm Central Seoul. This is 13.35 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So in the store here, if we go over to vehicles, it's located under cars, 4x4 trailer, 15,000 to buy. It has 13 horsepower. There is an upgrade for that. Holds 120 liters of fuel, runs at 31 miles per hour. It can hold up to 4,000 liters of product. And there you have it. If we jump into here, we have main color adjustments. You can adjust it to anything on there. Rim color adjustment, you can adjust it to anything on there. So if you wanted to go for that. Now, it's currently in the bill loading wagon, but if you want to, you can do capacity 4,000, which is what I've done, and that costs an extra $2,000. Engine setup, you can go for the turbo, which is an extra $2,000, and goes from 13 horsepower to 25, so almost, well, yeah, almost doubles it. So there you go, a few options on it, but it's a pretty cool little mod. It takes a while to start up, so you can hear it trying. I can't go anywhere yet. There we go. But it sounds great. Horn. Beacons. No beacons on it. Doesn't look like. Lights. 1, 2, 3 is off. So 1, 2, off. Perfect. Open up the help menu. Tip side back. You can do tip side left, tip side right, or back to tip side back. So let's do tip side left first. Left control I to unload. Tip side right. And tip side back. There you go. So, pretty sweet little mod, I think. Might just be what you're looking for, but seems to be hauling that just fine, even though this is turboed, I guess, but takes forever to shut down as well. Got a lot of really good detail on it, though, I will say. So, yeah, fantastic. That is the farm trailer, the 4x4 farm trailer. All right, next up, we have the Case IH AFS Connect Steiger series. This is by Carl Farms and KMN Modding. This is 31.18 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this is a set of 4 tractors. If we go to large tractors, go all the way down to the very end here. We have these 4 tractors in this pack right here. So I've gone with this one, and I have this one out. So essentially we have, I guess let's go through them all here. There's a lot of different options. This may take a little bit. The AFS Connect Steiger, 540,000 to buy. If we hop into here, I'm not going to read off all the stats such as speed and fuel and everything like that. I'm going to let you guys do that. But main color, you can adjust it to anything on there. Rim color, anything on there. Design color, anything on there. I'm actually going to go back to that. For main color, design color, you can see now what it's adjusting in there. Seats in there and whatnot. So Configuration, we have standard. We have fender design 2, which you can adjust the fender design there. Fender design 3, back to standard. Michelin, we have 900 single 42. Instead of reading them all off, I figure I'll just scroll through them so I don't read off 10,000 numbers at you guys. But we have not gotten back to the beginning yet. Tons and tons of tire options, and this is just one brand so far. That's back to the 900 single 42. There we go. Under Lizard, I'm gonna go a little bit faster on these guys. I think that's the first one. Yep. Let's go back to Michelin. Yeah, 480. Yep. Okay, perfect. And then under Midas. There we go, back to 838. Now front, you can do toolbox, front weight carrier, oversize, 1,000 pounds, 2,200 pounds, back to toolbox. If we go down more, we have US or EU design. So US, EU configurations, adjust some various things on there. Oh, sorry, there's a couple other configurations, of course. EU without placards, US with rock box. That guy right there. EU with rock box. And back to US. Now, for attachers in the rear, we can have the rear hitch. We can have a rear weight bracket, 2,200 pounds, 3,100 pounds, 4,500 quick hitch, back to rear hitch. Windows, we can have regular, light tint, dark tint, black tint, regular. Hopefully you can't hear my dog snoring. He's sitting next to me snoring like a just crazy loud. Okay, engine setup. We have the 500, the Steiger 500, 550 horsepower. The 540 is 605, the 580 is 638, the 620 is 682, and back to the 500. Going down here, beacon lights, we have standard, we have left style 1, right style 1, both styles, left style 2, right style 2, and then no. Cover, standard, or we have a rain cap, or EU. So we're looking at the exhaust here. So standard, rain cap, EU, back to standard. All right, in-cab monitors. I can actually see in there a little bit. We can have, might be easier to see on this side. There we go. We can have none, field view, precision in field view, precision and then yeah, back to precision and field. Yeah, so a couple of different options. I'm not sure what all those change. Standard, performance lighting plus, back to standard. I think I've gone with performance lighting. So there you have it. And I want to see if these appear to have a lot of the similar. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through everything in all these because otherwise we will be here for 4 hours. But yeah, quad tracks, just different spacing and stuff on the different quad tracks configurations. So go through those. But yeah, just to give you kind of an idea of how many possible configurations there are, and there's different colors you can adjust and all sorts of things. So just to give you an idea, but let's take a look at these guys. So we'll take a look at this first. Sounds great. I love the sound of that turbo. Horn. It's such a weak horn. Home for the beacons there. Turn home key off. Lighting. 1, 2. That is very bright. 3. That is extremely bright. And off right there. So definitely worth it. Oh, and actually one thing real quick. I forgot to look in the cab here. In the cab, you can see basically the whole cab, but sorry, just wanted to bring that up real quick. Okay, back over to this. Sorry, squirrel. Okay, so in cab, looks great. I did this one with all the screens, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Looks like someone's smartphone's glued to the side there. But yeah. Tons of detail. And this is supposed to be the 2021 model, which is fantastic. So great, let's hop in here. Beacons off, lights 1, 2, 3, off. So fantastic detail on that. In the cab, All the screens are in this one as well. Look it around. Great tractor. All right, well, there you guys go. That is the Case IH AFS Connect Steiger series. All right, next up, we have the Mech Corporation Tandem 24T. This is by Javier ZZS and Vanquish 081. This is 13.93 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this is a trailer. If we go in the store here, scroll down to the very end, trailers, all the way down here to the very end as well. There we go. The Tandem 24T, 32,500 to buy, holds all of these crop types at 24,000 liters. So if we open it up here, we have adjustments for the rim color. If you wanted to change the rim color, main color, you can go with whatever you want. Design color, you can change that, which is going to be the cover, to whatever you want. Wheel brand, you have Lizard, or you have Trailerborg, and Michelin. Sorry, that's right. There's a third one here. There's another one that just says the two. Trailerborg, Michelin, Lizard. So there you go. And then you also have the adjustment here on the front. You can do a ball coupling, or you can do it with a drawbar. So ball coupling or drawbar. But there you go. Not too much. Nice little trailer. Now I will say that when I have it fully filled here with wheat, it does clip through the cover a little bit, as you can see on the top. But open up the help menu. Left control I to unload. Theoretically, there we go. And we can stop it there. But yeah, works well. It's a good looking little trailer. All right, next we have the trailer Vivencia. This is by SR Vertex, ZT Modding, and Piazzata Do Farm. This is 12.21 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is going to be found, oh goodness, oh, that's right. I almost couldn't find it before. It's under sugarcane technology, all the way down at the very end, because it's designed to be a place for workers to be sheltered while they're working on sugarcane. It also carries fuel. Now, again, it only holds 260 liters of fuel, so if you're trying to refuel trucks, that'll probably be fine, or like pickup trucks, I guess I should say. But if you're trying to refill your sugarcane harvesters, that's probably not going to do too well for you. But 4,500 to buy. If we go into here, we can adjust some various things. We can adjust the rim color to whatever color we want. Main color, whatever color we want there. That looks not good. Let me change that to something brighter. There we go. Design color, you can change that, which is the stairs, to whatever you want there. So yeah, a cool little trailer, I think, actually. Under Trailerborg, we have, let's zoom in here a little bit. We have tire 1, tire 2, back tire 1. Under Blizzard, we just have that. And under Midas, we have that guy. And then back to Trailerborg. Now you can do twin wheels, yes or no. I'm not sure if that's going to work with the, oh, it does, even with the Midas. That's awesome. So you can do a twin axle there. Or not a twin axle, well, it's already twin axle, but you know what I mean, duals. Okay. Design. So if we go to this decal here on the back, we can do decals 1, decals 2, decals 3, and back to decals 1. Now attachers, can you trailer hitch or no trailer hitch? So you can see it adds a trailer hitch on the back there. Now we hop out of here. This thing's pretty sweet. You can climb up here. Can't go back there, but this looks like a kind of a porta potty situation there. And then you can open the back door here. You can go up in here if you want to as well. But yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty cool little, like a portable break room, really. So I have the 260 liters of fuel in it, but if I hit X, it'll fold it up. And then holding down the right mouse button will open and close that door to whatever level you want right there. But there you go. This thing's pretty cool. So that is the trailer Vivencia. All right, up next we have the Lizard PZ230. This is by it's by BLODISGO. Sorry, this is 2.21 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. We go into the store. This is a small, very small plow. If we go under plows here at the very end, right here, 0.6 meter plow, runs at 7 miles an hour, which is standard. Requires only 25 horsepower. If we go in here, we can adjust the main color to anything here. So there you go. I'll go with the red. If I hop in it here, can you turn this thing? Nope, I don't see a turn option. V to lower it. Oops, not C. V to lower it down. There we go. It is plowing. And then if I go off the field here, I can hit Y and it'll allow create fields. But there you go. That is the Lizard PZ230. Next up, we have the Köckerling Sternopack. Sternopack pack. Yep. The Köckerling Sternopack pack. This is by LS Modding. This is 6.18 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So this is a set of 2 cultivators. If we go down here to the very end, yep, okay, good, I got it right. So I have this one out here, but we have one that's a 1.6 meter cultivator, runs at 11 miles per hour at 50 horsepower required. We go into here, there's no customization. The second one, 3 meter cultivator, 11 miles per hour, 50 horsepower as well. So there you go, and I have the 3 meter out here. Hop in it. It's a nice looking mod. V to lower it down. Great animation on it. Looks like it's actually rolling over the crops. V to lift it up. Turn around here. But anyhow, yeah, it's a set of a couple of small cultivators for you if that's what you're looking for. There you go. But that is the Köckerling Sternopack pack. All right, next up we have the MTS11. This is by DMG Modding. This is 7.86 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is a subsoiler. So if we go under subsoilers, we'll find this at the very end. The MTS11 runs at 9 miles an hour, which is at the same. No, it's a little bit faster. 4 meters wide, 100 horsepower required. If we open it up here in the store, you can adjust the design color there, and you can adjust the main color there if you'd like to. So there you go. We can make that. I don't know why I made like, almost looks like the Gravedigger colors there. But anyhow, hop it out. If I open up the help menu here, if I hold down the mouse button, left mouse button, I can fold that up if I'd like to, or I can leave the roller down. Now this one does say Y to allow create fields, which is pretty cool. So my guess is it's probably, let's do some working with this here for a second. So if I lower this down in this configuration, okay, it gives me a plowed state. Now if I lower that roller behind me, that gives me the cultivated state. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 deal here, which is, I mean, essentially what subsoilers do in game is they do the job of a plow, but leave you a cultivated state. So that's pretty sweet. I come around here, and again, I can just lift up that rear portion if I just want to do plowing and do that. But it also gives me the ability to hit Y. So if I hit Y to turn that on, it will allow me to create a field if I'd like to. But there you go. That is pretty sweet. So that is the MTS11. All right, and our next mod for the day is the Lizard SA2-074. This is by Austria and Slycliffe. This is 2.96 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is a small potato planter. Oops, not cotton. Potato. All the way down to the very end here. Right here, 1100 to buy. Works at 3 meters. Does potatoes, takes potatoes or seeds. As you know, you can plant potatoes. The seeds are potatoes from a previous harvest. Requires 30 horsepower. Can hold up to 370 liters, up to 370 liters, not 30 liters of potatoes, and runs at 3 miles an hour. If I open it up in here, we do have an option for gray or white, gray, white, and red. Sorry, gray, white, and red. Capacity 240, or we can do 300 or 370, which I've gone for the 370, of course. So if I hop in here, this potato planter should work out just fine for us. I open up the help menu. There's no turning it on, you just have to lower it down. X to unfold it, which I don't, oh, there we go, it's lowering those things down there. Okay, so X to unfold it, V to lower it down, and we are planting potatoes. So there you go. This is the Lizard SA2-074. All right, next up we have the Kumm Slurry Tanker 28 meter cubed. This is by Cruise Gaming, 6.84 megabytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players only. And this is manure system ready. I'll make sure I mention that. This is found in the store under Slurry Tanks. If we go down to the very end here, where are you at? Right there. The KTR 28 meter cubed runs at 10 miles per hour, holds 28,000 liters of slurry digestate, requires 285 horsepower. Now, this in and of itself is not a slurry spreader. You need an attacher for the backs. As you can see, it needs an attacher. Rim color you can adjust. Main color you can adjust to whatever you'd like on there. I don't know why I did something so similar. Trailer board or Nokian. This is the one that had the 2 options. So trailer board or Nokian. So there you go. Fairly expensive, but it's a decent little piece of equipment. Now I attached the, let's see here, I'll show you. I attached this guy on the back, just a small one, just to make sure it would actually work, and it connected up. I'd even put a hose out over to that one. So I can hit B to turn it on if I want to. I unfold it, fold it back down. I go back to the guy in the back, fold that open. B to lower that down. I should be able to just cultivate right over this, but it should allow me to fertilize at the same time. Yep, and that dark soil texture, it looks like it is fertilizing, which is great. So there you go. That's all working. Now, a couple other things to note. If I disconnect just that guy, get that guy off the back for us. If I open the help menu here, if I hold down the left mouse button, you have the pipe that can go out and around for manure system type stuff. If you don't know how to use that, I do have a video out on that. And this will also extend out. And that can fold down, up, using the right mouse button. So, yeah, a lot of different customization there, but that is the Kumm or Kumm slurry tanker, 28 meters squared. Or cubed, not squared. Squared wouldn't work, it's not a volume. Okay, anyhow, guys, we'll keep going from there. All right, here we have the Profi lined single axle. This is by Mech. This is 6.88 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this is another slurry spreader. Under slurry tanks, this is actually a pack of, I believe, 4, is it? 4? I think it's 4. Just 3. Okay, so we have these three through here. I've gone with this. So there's the combined, there's the screw pump version and vacuum version. So if we take a look in here, there's lots of different customization for all these. It's all the same throughout all of them, or at least from what I noticed it was. Design color you can adjust as well. Main color you can adjust. Trailer board, you have standard with steering axle, back to standard. Midas, you have standard with steering axle, back to standard. Under Michelin, you have the Series X bib, and then with steering axle. Then you have the Series X bib 2 with steering axle, and then back to standard for that one. You have nursing tires normal with steering axle, lawn care tires with steering axle, and then back to the nursing tires. Connection 0 degrees. Connection 0 degrees plus warning. So a couple of different connection options there. You can see they're changing up here and adding in the beacon. Standard work lights, wide work lights, back to standard. And there you have it. So I believe all these have the same customization. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure real quick. Yes, okay. So I'm not sure the actual in-game difference between the different ones. I don't think it matters a ton. You can see a little bit of difference between them. So if we look at this one, look at that top on there compared to this one, which has a little bit different stuff going on the top, and then this one, which appears to have even more or different stuff going on the top. So I'm not sure the actual technical difference, but then this actually hooks up to it to actually spread slurry. Always easier just tankers. This only requires 20 horsepower, 9 meter working width, runs at 10 miles an hour. Now you can bump that 9 meter working width up to 14.8 meter working width, so you can do that as well. And again, it jumps the price up regardless of which option you have in here. Main color you can adjust on there, and then design color you also can adjust there. So a few different options. I already have it all hooked up here, but that just hooks up as an additional attacher. I haven't tried it with anything else, but if I hit B to turn it on, it is spreading slurry. Should be able to come up to these potatoes. I don't think this one's going to take another one. Actually, it might. It's a different texture. Nope, it's not going to. That's okay. We'll drive over here. We should be able to get some fertilizer somewhere. I do need to redo my fields, though. Nope, nothing yet. Okay, let's try it back here. I think this one over here does need some fertilizer on it. So if I get that out there, there you go. You can see it's doing what it's supposed to be doing when it does require fertilizer on the field. So there you have it. This is the Profi line single axle. All right, next up we have the Timber Runner for Unitrac. This is by Alice Agrar and Vector Man. This is 7.73 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. Now, this does say it requires the Linder Unitrac pack by Vector Man, but I'm actually using the one from the Alpine DLC, and that one seems to work fine as well. So either should work just fine. Now, what this in essence is, if we go to forestry, this is a kind of a trailer type back for the Unitrac. This guy right here, 16,000 to buy. If we open it up, there's a couple customization options in here. I can change the rim colors to anything. I can do trailer board, I can do standard, rear twins, back to standard, under lizard standard, or crawler track. That looks so goofy. Love it. Back to standard, and then under no-kins, you have no-kins, and then back to trailer board. So a few different options on there, but what you need in order to hook this up to the Unitrac, if we go under here, this is also part of this pack. Under miscellaneous, we have the saddle module, so you need to buy this. This is 2,400. You can adjust that main color there. So essentially, if we go here, there's two things attached. I don't know if I can actually just, yep, I can. So I just detached the saddle module there. If I connect back up here, I can detach the rear trailer and go about my business there, but that's the saddle module. I'm not sure if it'll work with any other semi-trailers or anything like that. I mean, you'd struggle to pull them regardless, but yeah, so there is the Timber Runner pack there. We have tension straps, L to fasten those. Yeah, so there you go. Not a bad little forestry module there if that's what you need, especially if you already have this set up on your farm, then this will be an easy upgrade for you. But there you go. That is the the timber runner for Unitrac. All right, next up, we have the plastic road barrier. This is by FSM Creations. This is 0.26 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this isn't a placeable, but I decided to put it with my placeables in here. I'll show you kind of why. This is actually under miscellaneous. You probably saw it in the last part there. Plastic barrier. If we go in here, what I love about this is design color. I can change that center area, and main color, I can change it to whatever I want. So you can get really creative with this. And the other thing I love is, I can move it around just by picking it up. So I can do whatever I want with this, which is pretty awesome, actually. I believe there's other barriers that you can't do that with. So there you go. That is the plastic road barrier. All right, next we have the wooden ladders pack. Also not a placeable, but I put it in here with them. This is by K4 Mill. This is 7.59 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this is a pack of ladders, which is found under miscellaneous. I'm not sure everything you'd want to do with them, but I didn't grab them all out because there's so many different ones. We have ladder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lots of different ladders. These ones are a little bit different, a little bit niftier. You can see them in the store here. But yeah, there's not really any customization or anything for these. They're just a couple of wooden ladders. But if we hop out of here, take a look at a couple of them, I can pick them up, move them around, do what I need to, throw them, everything I want. So yeah, there you go. That is the wooden ladders pack. All right, next up, and our final, well, not our final, it's our final not placeable thing. But anyhow, this is the tire. This is by Tandem Modding. This is 0.92 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is found, oh gosh, this one was under pallets. Yep, there we go. Tire, $25 to buy. They're little tires. You can do whatever you want with them. Now this I love too, so I'm gonna have to do it again here. If I can get it to go in the right angle. There we go. There we go. We're close. Okay. They behave actually like the real tires in the real world. I love it. And I'm saying that as strictly a tire expert. I worked in a tire shop longer than I was a police officer, so. Anyhow, sorry, got sidetracked there. But these are fantastic. Anyhow, that is the tires by Tandem Modding. All right, here is our first real placeable. This is the shed. This is by REJ Man or Reg Man. This is 4.04 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is a small shed. So if we go under placeables, right here, right there it is, $2,000 to buy, $5 a day maintenance. There you go. You should be saving money on the maintenance by having the tarps as walls instead, though. But there you go. That is a nice little shelter for you. You can't go through those as they're solid there, but yeah. Couple little objects in here you actually can move around, which is pretty sweet. At least that one you can. Maybe I can't move just that one, I guess. But there you go. That is a small little shed for you. All right, next up, and our final mod for the day is the garage 37 by 12 meter. This is by DB Modding. This is 3.97 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is found also under sheds. Right here, the 37 by 12, 45,000 to buy, $25 a day maintenance. So if we take a look at this guy, nice animation on those. Open up fairly quickly. Get all these guys opening up. Look in here, you got a lot of space. A little bit of detail back here. Can you move those? No, can't move those. I'm checking everything. Move some of this stuff? Yep, we can move some of this stuff. Or at least a couple things in here, but there you go. Yeah, so it's actually got a pretty good clearance inside. A lot of space for you. In here, you got another side door and exit door there. But yeah, it's a nice little brick garage, actually. I like it. So there you have it. And I didn't see any lights on here or anything like that. No, I didn't see any lights. Going around the back side, just a brick wall across there. Really nice detail on the bricks, actually. It looked like real bricks. So there you go. That is the garage 37 by 12 meter. And that is the end of our video for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you all for coming and watching.